Hey guys. So in the last video, we saw that how we can create the components and client lists inside AEM. So now in this video, we will see how we can make the components authorable. So as you can see, we have all the text and images hard coded here in this component. Now in this video, we will see how we can make it dynamic. So let's start with the AEM server. So AEM server is already started. Let me click on sites, and there you go with Asian Paints. And here we created two pages. I think let's open the test page one. You will see the component here. Yes, here is the component. The component name was my banner. So if you go to my banner, so this is the component. Now we need to make this component authorable. How we can make it? So last time we all we did was in VS Code, right? So there are two ways to develop in AEM. Ideally, we should be developing here only, but when we talk about creating dialogues and some playing with the nodes, so it is better to go with CRXG for initial as a beginner. So you should go with CRXG only. That way you will understand how does the nodes work and how these are stored in AEM. So let's open this. Okay, let me tell you the structure first. So here you will have apps. All the content that is there related to code will be stored inside apps, and all the content that you are creating as an author will be stored in the content. So for now you can skip this part, but the all the coding part that you are doing here will be stored in apps, and inside here you will have your project name and client lists and components. So we must have our component here. This is the component. Okay, I think let me zoom in a little bit so that you will be able to see. Yes, I think you can see it now. So here is the component. And if you see, if you click on this component, on the right side, we have some properties. And if you go to VS Code and click on this content.xml, so these are the same properties that we gave here are reflecting here. JCR title, my banner. JCR title, my banner. Primary type, it is CQ component. If you come here, primary type, CQ component. All those are which are disabled, you can't edit them, but these ones you can edit them. Double click here and you can change the properties. So I think that's all. Just to connect with VS Code. So this is how it works. All the content.xml files are the reference for CRXD to store the properties. Now let's yeah, we can collapse this one. Yeah, okay. Yes, so we will open the HTML file. We have the hard-coded text here. We need to make it dynamic, this particular text. So what we will do, we will click on CQ dialog, content, items. Now here we will have a lot of nesting. So don't be overwhelmed with this one. Now we'll see how we can configure this. So let's go to the page first and click on this component. And here you can see you have multiple icons. The first one is for configuring the dialog. All the content that is there will be configured from here. If you click on this, these are some default fields. This is the dialog that we copied from somewhere else, so that's why we are seeing these fields. So let's change these fields now. So we have text, and this dialog must be coming from somewhere else. It's not opening. I think I have zoomed too much. Okay, if these kind of things happen with you, just refresh the page. It will be sorted. Yeah, so like this. This is AEM, so you need to be a little patient with this one. And here we go. Here we have the text field. And now let's open the component. Is it referring to button component? Okay, so I think I copied this component from button component. So I have to remove this particular line. Just in case if you have the similar lines, that way you will not be having this issue. Actually, it is combining two components dialog. We will see in later videos that how does the inheritance work but for now, let's skip that. And for now, you will just see the dialog which is defined here. All these three nodes, 4 to 5 nodes. Let me refresh this page because I made some changes. I didn't save it. Let me save it. Yeah. Now let's say refresh this page and click on configure. So now here you will see the text field that we defined inside here. Why do we have these nodes? These nodes are there to create this dialog structure. You have this background, this model, this property. All of these are stored here. So this property is coming from here, and this is for columns, and this is just a node, and again container, and then items. In the items, after this node, you can store multiple nodes. So, for an example, we have text. Let me zoom in. Yes, now it's working fine. So let me show you this one, the properties. You need to see the properties. These are very important. So this is the text property. And if you go here, this is the text. And by text means you can enter the text. And if you know about HTML, so you know how many kinds of input do we have. It can be radio, it can be date, it can be anything, password. So all of those kind of fields are supported here. Users need to define the field type. Inside the forms, we have multiple types of fields. And if you want to get a reference, how many kinds of fields you can put in the dialog. So we can configure that. Let me tell you how you can. First of all, I created this field, text field. I will name it. What do we want to make it authorable? Here in this component, what do we want to make authorable? Let's say this text. I want to make it dynamic. It should be coming from dialog. So this is a heading. So ideally we should name it heading instead of text. Okay, just a naming convention. So we'll come here and name it heading, and let's name it. This is the thing that I'm changing here. We will refer to this one to connect with HTML. So keep in mind. And let's change the name of the node as well to keep it consistent. Heading. So now we have one node in our dialog, that is heading with the input type text field. Now if we refresh this, I don't think we need to refresh this page. Yeah, so it will come automatically. Now what we need to enter here, let me add a test heading for now. Test heading. It should be coming inside here. If I close this, it is not coming because we haven't made any change to HTML. So we will go to HTML. Yes. So heading leading companies. Okay. So we should have this text somewhere. Yeah. Leading companies have trusted us. Okay. Let's delete it because we don't want the hardcore text. We will put $, double curly bracket. Inside the curly bracket, we will enter properties. What do we mean by properties? Properties means this dialog. And what we want to access from the properties? Dot. We know what do we do with dot. So from properties, I want heading. And which heading? Not this one, actually this one. So this text that you put here, you need to put it inside here. This way you will be able to connect this particular, basically you will get all the text which is defining the dialog inside here, the portion that I have selected. That's all. Now it is dynamic. Now if you go to this page and refresh this page, test heading. So now your component is made authorable now. If you make any changes to the dialog, dot, and click on done, yes, so it's working. Similarly, we can create multiple fields if you want to make it. If you want to make this particular image authorable, what we need to do? We just need to come here, copy, paste I copied this node to here, and what it will be image URL image source. Let's keep it like that. So inside image source, now you tell me this image source should be a type of text or something else, something URL kind of thing, right? We should be able to populate images in that field. So for that, so this is the website which you can refer to get all the fields which you can configure in the AEM component dialog. Okay, so you just need to scroll down, and here you will see the list of all input fields which are possible, which you can put in the AEM component dialog. So what do we need right now? Do we need color picker, date picker, field set, file upload, multi-field? What do we need? We need the path field. So to configure the path field, what do we need? We need form/path field. Similarly, we will just remove it, text field to path field, and we will rename it image source. This is a readable heading that you will see in the dialog. So that's why we are keeping it with the spaces and capital. And here we will keep it image. So no spaces allowed here. Just simple your name without any spaces or any special character. Just keep it simple. Whatever you are putting the node name here, just put it here. And in the node name, you can't put spaces. You can put the hyphens, but it is not recommended. You should just put it like this: image source. Okay. Now if you go to the dialog and component and click on this configure button, you will see this input is different from this input. Why? Because we have used the path browser. If we select this one, so from here now we will be able to select the image wherever it is. So we will go to inside content. I think I have already told you about the DAM. So inside DAM, you will go to your project. Inside project, I have one image asset dot. Let me move it downwards. Yes. So inside here we have asset dot jpg. We'll select this one. Done. Image is not changed because we haven't made the changes to the HTML. So what do we need to do? Path browser. It is simple. We just need to go to the image which is hard coded. Where it is? Yes, I think there we have it. Yeah. Remove it. And what we will need to do? We'll just put dollar double curly brackets properties dot image source. That's all you need to do. If we press this page, you can see the image is changed. And similarly, we can change any kind of images that whatever we want. So this was about how you can configure the dialog in HTML. And if you go here, you can play with different kind of fields. Let's say if you put date picker, you just need to change the resource type. Resource type should be date picker. Now, if you open the dialog, it will be a date picker. So that's how you can configure the fields in the dialog, and you can play with different fields according to your needs. So this is the input. I would put this link in the video description somewhere, or you can just search for this one. Yeah, so in the next video, we will see how we can create complex dialog. If you see in this component, we have 3 to 4 images. Let's say I have a list of 100 images. How I will make them authorable? So for that, I just need to create a multi-field. Basically, whenever you configure a multi-field in AEM, so there you will have one plus icon at the bottom. Once you click there, so all the fields will be repeated, and you can just apply a for loop on that, similar to for loop, not exactly for loop, and you will just make it authorable. So that's all.